stay clear from Bourbon Street.
And he was very prepared to inflict horrific pain. Bourbon Street will be shut down.
He was hell-bent on creating the carnage and the damage that he did.
And these folks right here are going to make sure that justice is served.
5:14 this Thursday morning. As far as justice is concerned, that investigation centered on Bourbon Street this morning, 25 hours after a man plowed his way into the street there, killing 14 people, injuring some 30. Law enforcement present there, the street blocked off at Bourbon and St. Anne.
Yeah, we have crews all throughout the area as we continue to cover this devastation, and our thoughts and prayers, of course, with the families and those affected. And as one of those crews, we have one of our reporters who is out there. She's been talking, about what today looks like with so many people in town here, for the Sugar Bowl that was delayed. And so, of course, on top of everyone's mind is what does today hold as far as security and everything else we have going on, because we know in less than 12 hours there will be another large crowd who will gather in New Orleans.
Yeah, let's get over to our Rachel Handley. She's over at the Superdome with the very latest there. Rachel, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, we have been hearing about Sugar Bowl security a lot from city leaders and law enforcement leaders, with good reason. I mean, the Superdome is only about a mile away from where that attack happened, and as you said, later today, a lot of people who are in town for this are going to be gathering, and this is just a day and a half after that attack happened. And besides the people who are going to be here close to where that attack happened, there are also a lot of people who came into town for the Sugar Bowl staying in and around the quarter. We actually saw that yesterday with the players from University of Georgia's football team. They left their hotel on Canal around 6 o'clock to come do a walkthrough of the Superdome. So we know from that by 6 o'clock, the dome and the area around it had been swept and it had been deemed safe. It's something that NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick had talked about a good bit during the press conference that all of the city leaders gave yesterday. She kind of talked about the details of the sweep, what that entails, what exactly they're looking for, and she gave us a little bit more insight into what fans and the public can expect to see in terms of security at the Sugar Bowl today.
We have put officers out there as a grid, walking down the streets, every street in the French Quarter, looking for suspicious packages, bags, ice chest, you name it. And they have been walking it as a grid. We've been doing the same thing on Poydras and all the accesses into the Superdome. Part of the safety plan is we have bomb dogs out there sweeping the Superdome and all the exterior area, and we're locking that down. That will be locked down through the game tomorrow.
And until kickoff, we're going to be keeping in contact with organizers of the Sugar Bowl, as we've been doing over the last 2 days, because you'll recall it was first postponed to tonight and then brought back a little bit earlier in the afternoon. So that time has changed 2 times now. As of right now, though, the first event that we're expecting to see is scheduled for 11 o'clock. That's called Tailgate Town. It's going to be in Champion Square, and that'll be the first time we'll get to see people really coming out and gathering for this and get an idea of what these crowds are going to look like, how many people are coming. After that, the actual dome itself opens at 1 o'clock, and then kickoff is at 3. At the Superdome, Rachel Handley, WWL, Louisiana.